Here is your long, emotional, engaging story written exactly as requested, beginning with a strong hook, designed for a 40-minute YouTube narrative, smooth pacing, emotional depth, relatable characters, and a motivating message at the end. Plain paragraphs, no headings. You're not supposed to hear this part, but if you're listening now, don't look away. Because what you're about to discover will stay with you long after this story ends. And if you feel something, anything, during this story, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more powerful stories just like this one. No one knew where the young man named Liam disappeared every evening after work. Most people assumed he went home to rest, maybe play video games, maybe meet friends. But the truth was far from anything they imagined. Liam worked at Carter Industries, owned by billionaire entrepreneur Nicholas Carter, a man known for his steel-like composure and business brilliance. But brilliance came with distance, and Nicholas was a man who didn't believe in getting personal with employees. That was until Liam walked into his company. The boy was talented, humble, and had a spark in his eyes Nicholas hadn't seen in years, something that reminded him of someone he once knew, someone he lost. Liam arrived every day before everyone else, left after everyone else, and refused help even when he clearly needed it. Nicholas first noticed him working late one night while doing his usual quiet rounds through the office corridors. Liam didn't know the CEO sometimes stayed unseen, observing the energy of the company. But that night, something about the young man's slumped shoulders made Nicholas pause. He watched as Liam removed a worn-out photo from his wallet and whispered, "I'm trying, Mom. I'm trying." Nicholas walked away, pretending he hadn't heard, but he carried that whisper home with him. The next day, curiosity, or maybe concern, got the better of him. He checked Liam's employee file. Excellent performance. No complaints. Always punctual. But under emergency contact, there was only one word: none. Something didn't sit right. So Nicholas did something he never imagined himself doing. He decided to follow Liam after work, not out of suspicion, but out of a strange, unexplainable pull. He kept his distance, wearing an unrecognizable cap and old jacket. The billionaire following the employee, it was absurd, even to himself. But he couldn't stop. Liam didn't go home. He didn't go out with friends. He didn't relax. He walked to a small, run-down building, an elderly care facility. Inside, Nicholas watched through the glass as Liam greeted an older woman, frail and confused, who didn't recognize him. Liam smiled anyway, speaking with a gentleness that brought a sting behind Nicholas's eyes. The woman kept asking, "Who are you?" And Liam, without hesitation, answered, "Someone who loves you." She was his mother, suffering from advanced memory loss. Liam gently fed her dinner, combed her hair, told her stories from his day. And every night, she forgot him again. Nicholas stood frozen. The next week, he followed again. And again. Every night, Liam repeated the same heartbreakingly beautiful routine. Same affection. Same patience. Same mother not recognizing him. Nicholas learned the truth from the nurses. Liam was paying for her care alone, working 2 jobs before joining Carter Industries, sometimes skipping meals to afford medication. And suddenly, Nicholas understood the spark he saw in Liam's eyes. It was determination born from love, the same he once had for someone who no longer walked this earth. One night, Nicholas witnessed something he wasn't prepared for. Liam's mother was having a bad episode, shouting, pushing him away, crying that a stranger was trying to touch her. It broke Liam. He stepped outside, covering his face with shaking hands. Nicholas wasn't close enough to hear his words, but he saw the heartbreak in every trembling breath. He wanted to step forward. Say something. Do something. But he wasn't sure how. The truth hit him too hard. He had been so focused on building his empire that he had forgotten the importance of moments like these, moments where love requires sacrifice, patience, and pain. The next morning, Nicholas called Liam into his office. Liam assumed he was in trouble. His hands shook as he stood there. Nicholas simply asked, "How is your mother?" Liam froze. No one at work knew. He never told a soul. She's stable," Liam whispered. "I manage." Nicholas studied him quietly, then said, "You don't have to manage alone." That day, Nicholas promoted him, not out of pity, but because the strength he saw in Liam was greater than any degree or resume. But the story didn't end there. For weeks, Nicholas helped from behind the scenes, paying for better treatment anonymously, arranging for special therapies, and setting up long-term support. He never admitted it, but Liam suspected something was going on when the care center told him that an unnamed donor had covered upcoming expenses. One evening, when Liam was leaving work, he turned to find Nicholas standing outside. "You don't have to hide your support," Liam said softly. Nicholas sighed. "You weren't supposed to know." "But, why?" Liam asked. With a heavy voice, Nicholas replied, "Because once, I failed someone I loved. I didn't want to fail again." For the first time, the two men talked, not as boss and employee, but as human beings tied together by loss, love, and their fight to hold on to the people who mattered. Months passed. Liam's mother didn't regain her memory, but she lived comfortably, peacefully, knowing, even if she forgot every day, that someone loved her deeply. And Nicholas. He gained something money could never buy, a grounded reminder of purpose, compassion, and connection. Liam grew in the company, eventually becoming part of leadership. And Nicholas began shaping his business around people, not just profit, because one young man taught him what true value looked like. If you're still listening, remember this. No act of love is ever wasted. No sacrifice is unnoticed. And sometimes, the person you think is invisible, is the very person whose story can change a heart. If this story touched you, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and share it so someone else who needs this message can hear it too. Because every story has the power to heal, especially the ones like this.